If you want to write conjugate, first problem should be in A plus IB form. What they want you to find? They want you to find real part and imaginary part. If you want to find real and imaginary part, first rationalize. First convert it into what form? A plus IB form. So we are regularly doing by division method only. Whatever the LCM, this is a faster method. See, any problem if you want to solve, first the complex number should be in A plus IB form. We call this a standard form of complex number. Welcome to the session, dear students. In today's session, let me summarize the whole chapter, that is number theory, and I'll focus on complex numbers last part. So in my last session, I taught you how to represent a complex number. In today's session, we'll discuss more problems based on complex number. But before that, let me start with what we have discussed in the past and we'll go ahead. So just if I glance out, so I taught you how to express the number in canonical form. After expressing the complex number, you know how to find total number of divisors using this formula. Tn is 1 plus alpha 1 into 1 plus alpha 2, so on till 1 plus alpha n. You also know how to find sum of divisors. This is the first important concept we have discussed. And we have done problems of this kind. Find the number of positive divisors and sum of positive divisors. You know how to do this. So take 825 and write it in canonical form. Canonical form means what? Prime number power alpha 1 into prime number power alpha 2, like that. You have to write it in canonical form. Then you have to use the formula. I hope all of you remember that. So divide it by prime factorization method to solve this. And I ask you to see this finding LCM. We have done problems based on LCM, HCF or GCD. So factorization method. This is also one of the important problem. The same problem, if you refer my past session, we have done it. So why I am telling you, these are all the standard questions for your boards. Then find the LCM by division method. So what is the comparison? In the last, you have to do it by factorization method. Now they want you to do by division method. My dear students, we are regularly doing by division method only. Whatever the LCM, this is a faster method. But if they mention factorization method, you should go for that. Then we have least integer divisible by these two. So least common multiple, you know. So LCM or least integer you can find by same method. Any method you can use, they have not mentioned. Now how to find HCF of a fraction? I taught you how to find LCM of a fraction and HCF of a fraction. Should take separately numerators and you find, and separately denominator should find, and take the ratio. And this means this is also one of the standard questions. And root 2 is irrational. All of you know how to prove this. So you should prove by what method? Contradiction. So method of contradiction, use method of contradiction to prove this. That is, first you take root 2 as p by q and take rational is rational, and finally you assume, or finally means we will take pq as co-primes. Pq as what? Co-prime. But we fail to prove this. We will get a common factor. When you get a common factor, our assumption, it contradicts our assumption that root 2 is p by q, and we conclude. So like this, two different types of problems I have done in my past session. So I mean to say this is also one of the important questions for your boards. Then other than this, so from here we need to start. Till now just what I have glanced is what we have discussed in the past classes. So in my last session I have concluded what is a complex number, and I have also taught you how to find conjugate of a complex number. In today's class we will discuss more and more problems of this form. The very first sample problem is express 1 divided by 3 plus 2y in A plus IB form. They want you to express 1 divided by 3 plus 2y in what form? A plus IB form. See, remember, given problem you take z is equal to 1 divided by 3 plus 2y. Now rationalize this. If you rationalize, because I should not be in denominator, I want in A plus IB form, so rationalize. So 1 divided by 3 plus 2y, divide and multiply by 3 minus 2y. Divide and multiply by what? 3 minus 2y. Divide and multiply by 3 minus 2y. So now numerator 1 into 3 minus 2y is 3 minus 2y. Denominator a plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b is what? A square minus b square. 3 square minus 2y the whole square. Further simplify this. That is 3 minus 2y divided by, so 3 square is 9 minus 2 square I square. Further simplify this, it will become 3 minus 2i divided by 9 minus 2 square is 4, I square is minus 1. Simplify this, 3 minus 2i divided by 9 plus 4. So simplify this further, 3 minus 2i divided by 13. Now we can rewrite this problem. So z is equal to 3 minus 2i divided by 13, 3 by 13 minus 2 by 13. I am splitting this. All of you know, if you have a minus b by c, if you have a minus b by c in maths, you can write it as what? A by c minus b by c. If you take LCM, again c will be the LCM, you will get it. So 3 minus 2i by 13, you can write it as what? 3 by 13 minus 2 by 13i. Further, 3 by 13 plus I times minus 2 by 13. Can I write like this? So I am writing I outside, and plus of minus is minus. Is it in the form a plus ib? What is a? A is 3 by 13, and what is b? Minus 2 by 13. These are the kind of problems which we have not done. So now we are concluding. So now this is the problem left out, that is x plus 1 divided by 3 plus 2 in a plus ib form. How to express? See to it, I should not be in denominator. If I is in denominator, rationalize. So for 1 divided by 3 plus 2i, what is the rationalizing factor? 3 minus 2i, opposite. So divide and multiply by 3 minus 2i. 3 minus 2i into 1 is 3 minus 2i. A plus b into a minus b is what? A square minus b square. So it will become 3 square minus 2i the whole square. And 3 square is 9. 2 square I square, 2 square is 4, I square is minus 1. I taught you in my last class, I means root of minus 1. I square, what is I square? Minus 1. So in the place of I square, I am putting minus 1. Minus of minus becomes plus. 9 plus 4 is 13. So 3 by 13 separately, plus 2 by 13 separately. So now this is in the form a plus ib. Any doubts? I hope all of you understood this. Now we'll go ahead with, see, any problem if you want to solve, first the complex number should be in a plus ib form. We call this a standard form of complex number. For example, I'll take one interesting problem. They'll ask like this: find conjugate of z is equal to 1 divided by 5 minus 2i. Suppose this is the problem. They gave a problem, they want you to find conjugate. All of you know what is conjugate. If I give z is equal to a plus ib, what is conjugate? Z bar. What is Z bar? A minus ib. My dear student, if you want to write conjugate, first problem should be in a plus ib form. So now the given problem is 1 divided by 5 plus 2i. It is not in standard form. First you convert it into a plus ib form, and then you can find conjugate. I'll find conjugate for this. So now to find conjugate for the problem, what we should do is, first I will convert it to a plus ib form. How to convert it into a plus ib form? Take z. What is z given? 1 divided by 5 minus 2i. Now rationalize 5 minus 2i, divide and multiply by 5 plus 2i. 5 plus 2i by 5 plus 2i. Now numerator, 5 plus 2i into 1 is what? 5 plus 2i. Denominator, a plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. Z is equal to 5 plus 2i divided by 5 square is 25 minus 2 square I square. 5 plus 2i divided by 25 minus 4 minus 1. So 5 plus 2i divided by 25 plus 4, that is z is equal to 5 plus 2i divided by 29. See here, rationalizing factor for 5 minus 2i, what is rationalizing factor? 5 plus 2i. Divide and multiply by 5 plus 2i. 5 plus 2i into 1 is 5 plus 2i. A plus b into a minus b is what? A square minus b square. That will become 5 square minus 2i the whole square. 5 square is 25. 2 square is 4. I square is minus 1. So it will become 29. Further I can write it as 5 by 29 plus 2 by 29. Now I got z. They are not interested in z, they want conjugate. They wanted to find what? Conjugate. Conjugate means what? Z bar. How to find z bar? Z bar means conjugate of this. What is conjugate of this? 5 by 29 minus 2 by 29i. Conjugate means what? Change the quotient of I. So in my very first class I taught you, if the complex number is z is equal to a plus ib like this, for this conjugate is z bar is a minus ib. This you know. But to find conjugate, complex number should be in a plus ib form. But now this problem is 1 divided by 5 minus 2i. I is in denominator, it is not in a plus ib form. First and foremost task is we have to convert this into what form? A plus ib form. So to convert the given problem to a plus ib form, rationalize, divide and multiply by 5 plus 2i, go on, and finally you will get this format, a plus ib format, and quotient of I, if it is positive, make it negative. Z bar means conjugate, this is a conjugate. Final answer is this. I hope all of you understood how to find conjugate. Now sometimes they'll ask you to find real and imaginary part. They'll ask you to find what? Real and imaginary part 3 minus 2y, suppose this is the problem. The question is, they want you to find real and imaginary part. All of you know, if I write z is equal to a plus ib form, a is called as what? A is real part and b is what? Imaginary part. This is what you studied. I have given a problem where the problem is 1 divided by 3 minus 2, it is not in a plus ib form. If you want to find real part and imaginary part also, first you convert the given problem to a plus ib form. First we need to convert this to what form? A plus ib form. We will take z, z is what? 1 divided by 3 minus 2i, rationalize. If I rationalize, it will become 1 divided by 3 minus 2i, divide and multiply by what? 3 plus 2i, 3 plus 2i divided by 3 plus 2i. So now numerator 1 into 3 plus 2i is 3 plus 2i, denominator a plus b into a minus b. What is a plus b into a minus b? A square minus b square, it will become 3 square minus 2i the whole square. So further simplification gives you numerator is 3 plus 2i, let it be, denominator, so 3 square is 9 minus 2 square I square, further simplify, it will become 3 plus 2i divided by 9 minus 4 into I square is minus 1. So it will become 3 plus 2i divided by 9 plus 4. Further simplification. So z is equal to 3 plus 2i divided by 13. So it will become 3 by 13 plus 2 by 13i. This is z. So now the z is in what form? A plus ib form. A is equal to 3 by 13 is real part. And b, what is b? 2 by 13 is imaginary part. Now this is the method to solve. So first they gave 1 divided by 3 plus 2i. What they want you to find? They want you to find real part and imaginary part. If you want to find real and imaginary part, first rationalize. First convert it into what form? A plus ib form. So 1 divided by 3 minus 2i, rationalizing factor is 3 plus 2i, divide and multiply by 3 plus 2i. 3 plus 2i into 1 is 3 plus 2i. Now denominator is in the form a plus b into a minus b. What is a plus b into a minus b? A square minus b square. So it will become 3 square minus 2i the whole square. 3 square is 9. 2 square I square, 2 square is 4, I square is minus 1. So 9 plus 4 is 13. Split it now. You can write it as 3 by 13 plus 2 by 13i. And in the place of a we have 3 by 13, in the place of b we have 2 by 13. A is called as real part, 3 by 13 is real part and 2 by 13 is imaginary part. I hope all of you understood this. So now in today's class, whatever we learned in last class, that is a plus ib form, we recollected, but in today's class the problems were not in standard form to find conjugate. If you see the problem, I is in denominator, always I should be in numerator and problem should be in a plus ib form. If you want to find conjugate or if you want to real and imaginary part, problem should be in what form? A plus ib form. A is real part, b is imaginary part. What is conjugate of z? If z is a plus ib, z bar is a minus ib. So all those different types of problems can be solved by this. Now by understanding this, you can solve all the problems of exercise of number theory. Sit and complete all the exercise problems of number theory. Thanks for attending this session. I'll see you in my next session. So now we have concluded the chapter called number theory. Thank you. Thanks for attending. Thank you.